Hello folks, and welcome here once again to Divine Fine Motors, and thank you so very much for being here. God bless you and your family, and I mean that. And folks, I want to congratulate you on finding this. This is one of the nicest Toyotas of any year, any make, any model that you are ever going to get a chance to buy at this kind of money. I just picked it up a few days ago from the Toyota dealer that it was traded in at. It was bought brand new right here in the Tampa Bay area, and that's around Tampa, of course, Clearwater, St. Petersburg area, about halfway down the state, folks, over on the West Coast side. But what you're looking at here, of course, is the pearl white and tan interior. This is a 2011 SR5 Toyota 4Runner, one of the best-selling SUVs in the country. Our daughter has one. I bought her about 6 years ago with 125,000 miles on it. She is right at about 230,000 miles on hers, and all we do is change the oil, change the tires, and put a battery in it. Over the last 6 years, these things are absolutely awesome. Her vehicle hadn't even had shocks or struts or anything put on it, and it still rides as nice and runs as nice as this one does with 100,000 less miles. But folks, we love Toyotas around here. I'm huge big Toyota fan, and Lexus, just because of their reliability, dependability, and safety. Now I'm going to try to get through this pretty quick here. Usually I'll go about 15 minutes showing you how beautiful these vehicles are that I painstakingly work hard, pray up, and believe and go out and look for. But this is super nice. It scores a perfect 5.0 on the exterior, on the interior, underneath it, the engine compartment. I'm talking this thing is in pristine, like brand new condition. Looks like there was never anybody even used this thing. It's just awesome how well they have taken care of it. Again, it's a one Florida owner right here in the middle of the state. It looks like it has just always been kept in the garage. This thing looks like it's hardly ever been dirty. I'm telling you folks, it is the nicest 4Runner that I have ever had a chance to sell. And I've been selling cars for 32 years. I've had Divine Fine Motors, praise God, going on about 10 years. And I'm telling you, this is super nice. This is what we do, though, here at Divine Fine Motors. As I mentioned earlier, I've been doing this for about 32 years. I used to be the eBay director for Furman BMW right here in Palm Harbor, Florida. Did that for 4 years, about 14 years ago. And then about 10 years ago, I left them. Just to be honest with you, of course, we had to go through all that nonsense that you go through at these dealerships, and I never liked it from the first day I did it up until I left, just going back and forth, all the nonsense. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I was able to sell cars at night after we closed on the weekends when we weren't open because everything was online. And just a long story short, they just got mad all the time because I wasn't making more money and more profit. Well, it's not all about making more money and more profit. To me, it's about selling the car. Yes, you got to be profitable. You got to make a little money, for heaven's sakes, or you wouldn't be able to stay in business. But I don't think you have to make that much. So I told my wife, I said, honey, Carol's her name. You'll be dealing with her. She does all the paperwork. I said, sweetie, let's go out. We'll get our dealer's license. We know God's going to provide for us. We can find these beautiful cars. We just got to hunt and look for them. And that's what we did. And it's been very successful. Praise God again. I give him all the glory. And We have done it now going on 10 years, but I love Toyotas. I know they're a great product. I know you'll love them as well. And you are looking at one of the nicest. This car, honestly, folks, doesn't look like it's got 20,000 miles on it. It's just that nice. It's just been serviced at the Toyota dealerships. Got the sticker in there on the windshield. Again, no accidents. This thing never even had a touch-up paint. There's not even been anything that touched up the paint on this thing. It's just immaculate. All the grille, all of the front end, the hood, the top, and underneath it is as new as it ever was. The engine compartment is as clean. If you would pull it right into a Toyota dealership, open it up right beside a brand new one, you would see the same thing. These wheels, folks, do not have one imperfection on them anywhere. That's the front ones, the rear ones, all of them, and they've got practically brand spanking new big dueler tires on them, which they put on the 4Runners from the factory. This one's also got a lot of nice adds on it. It's got the luggage rack. It's got your really nice Toyota running boards. It's got the 17-inch alloy wheels. It has the rear spoiler. It has the towing package. It has the backup camera, Bluetooth, XM radio, dual power seats on his and hers. It's just loaded up. It even has the park assist, the sonar parking assist like Lexus on the front and the rear. Again, the towing package, it looks like it's never had a hitch put on it. Again, it was bought at Sun Toyota there in Holiday, Florida. I will leave that on there. They sell probably more Toyotas than anybody in this state. And folks, let me tell you something now. Every nut and bolt under this vehicle looks like that. And no, that's not paint. You can see the stick. This is brand new. I get underneath them and I'll take in a rag and wipe them off just to show you no corrosion, no rust, no nothing, but absolute perfection. Okay, the spare tire looks like it's never been off of the ground. It's brand new as well, or it's never been on the road. Again, the alloy wheels are just perfection. The running boards, it's got the nice chrome door handles on it, SR5 badging, all of your emblems and everything are just perfection. As you can see, it is beautiful, and it's pearl white, the best color I think you can buy. It also has the Toyota Guard protection. You see this VIN number in about all 5 states down here in the South. They have Toyota Guard protection because all these vehicles are bought through the Toyota Southeast Toyota dealer or the distribution, and they put a lot of times the Toyota Guard protection. And what that gives you, folks, it gives you a protection on your paint. It keeps it nice and shiny and clean, as you can see. It gives you a protection on all your interior fabric. You can see all these seats still look brand spanking new. I don't think really anybody's ever sat in the passenger seat or the back seats. All the console, it's just spotless in here. There is not a flaw on anything on this truck. Inside, outside, anywhere you look. As you can see, it is a one owner there with no accidents and just super nice. You'll get stuff still brand new in the plastic. You got the owner's manuals and books there. It does have the carpeted floor mats that come with it as well. They're in my garage. All of the door panels, the door handles, every nut and bolt and weather stripping, everything again is immaculate. Here is your chance, folks, to buy a awesome vehicle. And you all know, if you're looking at Toyotas, 126,000 miles on one of these is really nothing. This acts, honest to goodness, it's still like brand spanking new. All the rotors are like new, the brakes, it all just is perfection. You can see all of your door moldings, the installation, all that stuff is the moldings. It's just like new. As I stated, these back seats look like nobody has ever sat back here. They are just perfection. Underneath them's the same way. You know, you can also fold these seats down and have plenty of room. You've got rear air conditioning ducts in the back for your rear passengers. We'll move on to the back. Again, you've got the spoiler, XM radio, Bluetooth, MP3 player, all that stuff. You can even hook up your television back here if you want to. As you can see, it's immaculate back here. Even the back of this thing, no scrapes, no scratches, any of that stuff. All of, again, the areas inside the doors are just spotless. But I'm telling you, this thing is just awesome. Oh, I'd love to buy it for my daughter, but you know what? I try to ask my daughter all the time if she wants us to get her another vehicle. She just graduated from Yale University, and she's helping teaching underprivileged kids right now for Teach for America. She says, Dad, how long do you think I can keep Penelope? That's what she named her 4Runner. Hers is white with tan interior. I said, honey, honest to goodness, it's hard to tell how long you can keep this vehicle. It might run for 1,000,000 miles and maybe longer. She said, I'd really like to keep it and see how long I can keep it and take care of it. And she still has it, but I don't think she would trade hers for this one even. But, and I let her drive it. I let her drive it to New Haven, Connecticut with 215 or 18,000 miles on it. But there you go, folks. Enough of that. You need to call me, though. My number's on there. My wife, Carol, you'll love her. She's just great. We're both from West Virginia. Good God-fearing people that like to treat people like the way we like to be treated. And, folks, listen, I love going out getting these absolute immaculate vehicles for people. I love getting these great vehicles for great people. And this one, honestly, it's as good as you'll ever find anything pre-owned. It truly is one of the nicest pre-owned vehicles that I've ever had the experience to sell someone. Ooh, they've got nice shocks on these trucks now. Look, can you see how clean? Again, if you took this vehicle, and this is the truth, and put it in beside a brand spanking new one at Toyota, lift the hoods on them, they're going to look the same. There is no difference. This truck is as new on the inside. Boy, I wish you were here to stick your head down here. But that's why I do this with this video camera, just to let you see how nice and new everything is. It's just uncanny when you can find something like this. But this is what I believe in, man. This is what I pray for. There's a pine needle back there. But do you see this? Look at that heat shield. It looks just like it did when it was brand new. But there it is. And no, you're not going to have to pay $18,000 or $19,000 or $20,000. Of course, I had to pay good money for it because it's all, listen, about an automobile, and you should know this, it's all about condition. When you have a chance to buy a one-owner vehicle that still looks brand new like this for a fraction of what it costs new, that's the way to buy automobiles, folks. Trust me. That's the way I think anyway, not unless you've got just a total endless supply of money. But this vehicle is gorgeous. It still looks absolutely like new, and you'll love it. And you'll save yourself a lot of money. Okay, so there you go. I can't do it any better for you. God bless you. I hope you've been praying and believing for a nice one, because you'll not find one any nicer. You might find one as nice. If you do, you better buy it. If you don't buy mine, and I congratulate you on choosing Toyota 4Runners. They're awesome. You'll love them. I don't know if you've had them before, but you will absolutely love having a 4Runner. I'm going to hop in here and just show you. Of course, there's no lights. You're going to get both factory keys, too. That's a pretty rare thing. Most people lose those keys or have them in their house. Like I said, there's Alan J. Toyota. They're in Sebring, Florida. That's in the middle of the state. They just had the oil change. It don't have to be changed again to 136,000 miles. And they had the tires rotated, which doesn't have to do again to 131,000 miles. This has only got 126,971. It may have a little bit more by the time the auction's over. My wife loves to drive it. And now this is going to sell, and we are not going to have it long. So if you want it, you need to get on that telephone and give me a call. That's my cell number. And what we let you do is go ahead and take a deposit before the reserve is met, and I sell it to you folks at the reserve price. I got to get off of here. God bless you. I love you all. Thank you for all your business, all you who has bought from us, and God bless each and every one of you. Be kind to one another, love on one another, and please read your books to your children. Tell them how great they are. Raise them up to be confident and loving people, to go out and do good things in the world. I got to go. I love y'all. Bye-bye. Congratulations.